Bueno, pues nosotros, nuestra oficina, nosotros siempre quieren hablar directamente con a todos que viven en nuestro distrito. Y el estatus legal no importa a nosotros porque nosotros somos la representante de todos que viven acá en mi distrito, pero también en toda la ciudad. So we are very happy to have this forum and this series of forums because we like to speak directly to our residents, to the constituents, the people we represent. So that's first. Second, obviously you have to recognize the context. Muy importante es saber el contexto de esta reunión. Estamos en la era de Donald Trump. Donald Trump empieza su campaña atacando nuestra comunidad. Existe una histeria anti-inmigrante, anti-mexicano, anti-latino, que, bueno, sin otros ejemplos, ¿no? We are in the era of the Donald Trump era. He began his campaign openly, brazenly attacking the immigrant community, the Mexican community, Latinos, Mexican Americans, etc. And it done so in a way that's probably without precedent. And so in that context, it's very important for us to continue to organize our political representatives and then the community, of course, because it's important. Political power must be in the hands of the people who need it the most, who must exercise it, they must understand their rights, they must be willing to assert their rights. And so here in the city of Los Angeles, we are embarking on an effort to create a human and civil rights ordinance that will protect immigrants, but also the LGBT community, women, African American community, etc. And in doing so, we want to make sure that the public knows. This is one of 50 meetings that we've already had. This is one of a series of meetings that will take us forward towards the resolution and the final vote on the Human and Civil Rights Ordinance. We want an ordinance that's embraced by the community, and so this is part of that process. Well, I think, I don't comment much on Mexican politics, but I do comment on U.S.-Mexico relations, and I think it's very important. I was in Mexico as an observer of the elections, and I will tell you what I saw. I saw a population that was very engaged, that was very educated, that understood the issues and the choices that they made. They have moved Mexico in a new direction, very profound, very significant, and I was really impressed by the commitment of the people. The lines that I saw of people waiting, the disabled persons that were there with their wheelchairs and their amputated arms, but still there to use their other hand to put their thumbprint on their ballot as is required. I was impressed as I was at the Zócalo by the spirit and the excitement, the enthusiasm of people, both young, but also very old seniors who were there with a firm belief that this was their duty, their obligation, but also a belief in the change that was going to come. And so I think what that means for Mexican Americans is that it's a great example. If you want change, if you want to have a voice, it's up to you to participate. We cannot continue to live in this nation which was once the leader of the concept, the idea of democracy, fairness, and justice. Now we live in a nation that is scary, repressive, sinister and cynical, and very hostile to its citizens and hostile to the world. And it's a scary time, but if we want to change those times, we have to be engaged. We have to organize. We have to be involved. Elections matter. They have consequences, and we've learned that. And so, I was a Bernie Sanders supporter, but I understood that we had to defeat Trump after the primaries, and we did all that we could. We cannot suffer another type of defeat like that. Today, we must think about the elections in November. We must win back the Congress so that we can put a stop to the direction of this country and the the proposals of the Trump administration.